How's everyone doing? Welcome to Cook, Kink, Vent. Here on Free Hugs and Spanks for the very first time. This is a program we have done a few times now over on the Kink Educator. And basically, I'm just cooking and talking to you guys about things that are going on, that are kinky. When I can, I walk over here and I get to it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm preparing a shallot. So if you don't know, shallots, if you break them in your hand, or smash them, I guess would be the better word, apply pressure to it, you kind of make it so you can easily just pull off the outer, I always drop stuff on the floor, the outer layer of it, so it makes the shallot easier. So what we're going to be making today, we got a broccoli cauliflower mix bag, we got a full thing of broccoli, we got a family-sized bag of brown rice, we got a bunch of lemons, we got a frying pan, and we got a plant. So we're going to put all these wonderful ingredients together and make an amazing vegetarian rice meal while I talk to you about the things that are bothering me. Today it's a bother thing. It's not always a bother thing, but today I was bothered by an interaction. So I figured we could talk about it. So now that's ready, okay? And I'm not a big person who likes to mix flavors before cooking. I don't mind during cooking. I just don't want any interaction before cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, because it's a shallot. I love working with shallots, but shallots generally have very intense kind of feels to them. So what I'm going to do, put it in a spoon, put it on the side. And when I'm ready, I'll just use the lemon things. When I'm ready, it'll probably go in the frying pan. So we're gonna start some things up. Hi, how is everyone doing? And I'm gonna tell you guys a story of an experience I had. And it starts all on Facebook. And you guys have probably seen it. By the way, really quickly, my name is Mr. Anderson. If I'm new to you, because when I go live, I'm sometimes new. And we're gonna upload this to actually YouTube later today. We wanna expand onto there because God forbid TikTok gets taken from us. We have other landing spots, which from Discord to Reddit to even FetLife. We have a group now. You can find all that by going kinkforall.site. That's right, kinkforall.site. It should be on the profile. If it's not, I'll make sure it is by end of day. This is our educational landing spot. So if TikTok ever gets taken away, you'll be able to find us there. So let me get into this with you guys. So I was on Facebook. And one of the biggest reasons we're not really trying to promote Facebook too much is because, A, I know Facebook's about to go a huge change in 2025 as they're trying to become virtual reality related. What that means, I couldn't tell you. There's assumptions going around, but I don't even want to go there. So anyway, I always have problems there. So there was this post I saw about the 4 columns. Now, if you don't know what the 4 columns are, basically, in the Leatherman's Handbook, he came up with principles to live by because, for those who don't know, leather stems from a military background. And principles and ways to live, very popular in the leather community. Now, in the Leatherman's Guide, I don't remember reading this, nor was it. However, there were principles. So someone who turned out to be extremely abusive and learned how to manipulate these 4 pillars, creates the 4 pillars of BDSM. If you've never heard about it, it's because we are very much in the mindset that these are dangerous things that are used against submissives. This is everything that was wrong with leather wrapped in a neat bow, because what they are is communication. Well, communication isn't bad, but it doesn't tell you where to take the communication. But communication's good. Okay, so we'll start off, okay. We'll give them that one column. And mind you, finding the 4 columns is even difficult because everyone makes them different, including some people calling them one of the columns. One of the columns is sex, and kink is not inherently sexual. So the other thing is, the other 2 then you get hit with are trust and respect. Oh God, here we go. This is always generally done by someone you go, and I should have known, and I do know better, that I shouldn't have started something with someone who starts there. Because anytime I interact with people who put in these things, by the way, we're going to microwave our bag, but we're going to throw it in the frying pan when we're done. That's why you're angled here so you can see it. We're going to go broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. Plus, we have an entire bag broccoli. I love me some broccoli, so we're gonna put that in the frying pan once we saute some stuff up. So here we go. You're gonna hear the microwave go off. And then when this is done, we'll put our rice in the microwave. I love doing these things in the background, not being in my way. Microwave friendly, grew up with microwaves, so that's my way to go. So anyway, this guy's talking about these 4 pillars, which are problematic. And I was bored that day, honestly. I was waiting for something, I was working on the computer, and it was jamming up, and I happened to just grab my phone. And on my phone, I had seen this 4-pillar thing, and I'm like, why would you be teaching it? And I'm not trying to call out any names, but the name of the group itself is already problematic. But I join these things just to pay attention, because how can I know what's going on if I'm not looking, right? So I saw this, and I said, well, this isn't really something that is taught, because it's problematicness, and I pointed out that respect and trust are things that are earned, they're not instantly given. The other thing that was on their list, trust, respect, communication. What was the 4th one? I always forget the 4th one, because to me it's kind of silly. Trust. It was like another trust, or honesty. We're in a community of people who lie about their names and take aliases. But honesty makes the list for this guy, because you have to be honest. So I made a comment just about how I thought they were wrong. And I knew in my brain that I was probably wasting my time, but my neurodivergent brain seems to think that I can educate everybody and change people's minds if I just give facts. And I keep, and I go, and I talk about it. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. So this is part 2. I don't know what was going on. There was something flashing on the screen that something we were doing was somehow violating something, and I have no idea what it was talking about, honestly. I apologize for that, but it was threatening to suspend the account. So when I turned it off and looked for what was going on, there was nothing. But I've been seeing this. We've been talking about this on the Kink Educator channel, how there have been issues. I guess I have to play word games a little bit deeper now. I haven't seen this been experienced on a live yet, but here we go. Overreaching censorship seems to be popular these days. So I'm sorry for those who can't rejoin us. We are cooking and venting today. I usually do this over on the Kink Educator channel. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I'll be your Kink Educator. Today we're talking about the 4 columns, and we're going to see if we can actually get through this one without an issue. I'll try to pay attention more to the screen, but this is a message for TikTok, which I actually really like you as a company. I'm sorry what you're going through. Please don't take it out of me because I'm American, but I don't know what I could have violated, considering we are talking about the 4 pillars of BDSM, and we were talking about trust, communication, which communication I don't have a problem with, by the way, in the 4 pillars. It's the one that I'm sort of okay with, and I'll tell you what I would think the better 4 pillars would be in a second. Trust, communication, honesty, and respect. Now, all these things generally are an issue together. And what we're making today is going to be a brown rice lemon veggie plate or bowl, depending on how you serve it. So that's what we'll be cooking while we talk. So I was just at the beginning of this, and I was talking about how my neurodivergent brain's kind of trying to convince me that I can change the world through education. And all the telltale signs are there. Like, don't engage with this one. This one's closed-minded. This person's not going to listen to you. You're going to waste time and energy. And this person likes to write paragraphs and essays. So I figured this person's trying to deliberately derail conversations with this tactic. Like, if you overwrite, no one will hold you accountable. And at one point, this same person told me how they had 1,000 people in their group as like a brag. And then I reminded them that online I had 7,000. It didn't mean I was right all the time. And this went back and forth for a couple days. And there were so many times I should have just bailed out and saved my time. But I thought I was going to change a mind. I was actually going to educate someone who's talking things that they didn't understand were dangerous. Why is respect not something I think is necessary in our lifestyle? Because this person's claiming these are the principles of B. And we're going to take a second. D. We're going to take another second. S. And then we're going to take another second. M. Because apparently we're being censored. So from now on, I'm going to say the lifestyle. And if the people come in later, hopefully understand the lifestyle means what we just said. And kink. I wonder if I can say kink anymore. I mean, it's in my name. They can't be that mad at kink, can they? Next week, you're going to see me as the educator. Or the alt educator. Which I almost did take that name at one point for an alternate channel. Because we get censored so much, I was like, maybe I should build 3 channels. But we're sticking for 2 for right now. Anyway, so... And I responded to this person, always respectfully, but as it should be. Talking about how trust is something that is earned, trust is not given, we don't give trust is not something easily just thrown around, nor should it be. A trust should be earned. So should respect. I even went as far as to point out, and this will definitely ring true, and if you guys are making comments, I promise I'll look at them towards the end, so if you could just hold off a little bit. These are the more intense parts of the cooking. There will be a point where it's easier for me to jump back and forth, I promise. But right now, the slicing and dicing takes up the most time. So anyway, so I talked to this person, and I'm talking pages. I invested 2.5 hours of my life responding to this person because they wouldn't let me do a video. Because they were afraid I was trying to get ratings and likes. And I'm like, no, it's just easier for me to be articulate. Because when I have to sit down and literally write things out with my dyslexia and my neurodivergent brain, it is actually much harder for me. And I'm a writer. Just the thing I have to deal with. So, I answered the first time. Took him a few days to get back to me. Finally got back to me today. And I write this out. I mean, I was proud of myself. I took my time. I gave nuance. I explained things to a point like if I was actually in a lecture hall teaching people why we shouldn't use this, why the principles are misleading, how the community and the scene misuses people, how vetting doesn't work because it's a setup for failure, how we have to be worried about these things. I'm talking, honestly, I probably spent an hour and 45 minutes responding to this person who wrote me a story. I have made comics with less writing, not by choice, mind you, that was just the creator I was part of doesn't like words. The artist, I should say. They're the creator too, but they don't like a lot of words. And I'm like, how are you supposed to tell a story without the words? But it was their book, so I kept my mouth shut. We're going to switch over to our rice, and then we're going to get into the frying pan. So to do the rice, I'm going to teach you guys how I do it. This doesn't mean you have to do it. Rice is pretty much a very basic thing. Now, you could definitely, 100% boil your rice. I don't like boiling the rice. And I'm lazy with rice, because rice gets everywhere. I get the family bag, so I just stick those in a bowl. Make it a bowl where you can fit 2 bottles of water. Just grab 2 bottles of the 16-ounce water bottles that you can find at 7-Eleven. This is how I get my water. Quick story, I actually got a water cooler for the house, and through BJ's, I'm doing Crystal River or something like that. And we had my best friend was over, and they pointed out to me how it tasted funny. And we've been drinking it for a while, it didn't taste funny. But I trust them. Inherently trust them. Got them another bottle of water from the fridge from a different company. And they said there was no problem with it suddenly. So I was like, alright. Something must be wrong with it. I took it apart. The water smells funny. So I got to deal with that next. So we take you can't see me because I'm off screen, but the microphone's over here. 2 bottles of water, 2 bags, 10 minutes. And that'll take care of itself. And we get to add it in. So I've got this cooked bag right here. I got my shallots all nice and cut up, ready to go. So we wanna heat our pan. I turn it on extreme high, go right into it. Right into it. We're gonna have a beautiful rice thing. I'm telling you, guys are gonna look at it and think it's amazing. And it tastes really good. I've done this recipe on the last time we gathered and did it. So now we take our butter. It's probably the last time I'm gonna take the butter. Being a vegetarian, we're going with Country Crock. Haven't found a better one yet. Tried other ones. Country Crock. It's a plant butter that is actually olive oil. So olive oil is actually good for you. It gives you DHA. I'm not a fish eater. Some vegetarians do eat fish. Practice how you want. You're not getting any lectures from me. I just don't like fish. So, and I was raised that fish isn't even meat. So, to each their own, I suppose. So anyway, and I'm a vegetarian to help the planet be better. That's why I started, but it turned out it was really good for my health. I've lost a lot of weight being a vegetarian and giving up soda. Again, not preaching, do you, just telling you my experience. And speaking of my experiences, let's get back to this person. So I answer them with like the way I teach you guys. I took my time. It's usually on Facebook, I'll be honest. I am so used to people being trolls. They are the people who swear they're in communities. And I swear to you, while they're swearing that they're in communities, these people are not in any communities I've been part of. The things that they say is dangerous. It is why I am constantly in fights here in Florida. Oh no, here we go. Another violation. What could we be saying that's giving us a violation? I might have to take this conversation over to Kink Educator if I see that again. Because there's nothing I could be doing. Oh, I bet you they're upset about me using the sharp things. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, I don't see it again. I guess I'm going to have to cut off screen. Because I know I didn't say anything. This time I know I didn't, because I've been watching what I'm saying. They don't want me... Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't. We're done. TikTok, don't be angry. Let's be friends. I didn't realize you were gonna... I thought I've done that in the past. I guess I always preambled. If I suddenly go away, we'll go away. No, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. That's what a kind of a vegetarian means. You don't eat meat. Habib. I can't read the rest. Did you eat French? I still eat French fries. I try to stay away from it for health reasons only. But yeah, I eat French fries. All right, so we're gonna try to keep cooking. If I suddenly disappear, we will continue on because we'll be actually in trouble. At notifications, you set it up. I said what? I don't even know. Notifications. Nope, it says another violation. Alright, so we're going to switch over to Kink Educator, I suppose, to finish this video. Or we'll go live again. We'll try one more live and see if we can not use sharp. It'll make people feel better. So this is part 3. For those who don't know, sorry, but we've had to do this in parts because apparently TikTok keeps saying I do something. So we're gonna play nice. We're gonna see. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to download these videos anymore, but I turned down the heat, by the way, because I said in the other ones, turn it really high to get it going, but right before you do, take it off, let it cool a little bit when you're gonna put margarine or something, because when it's too hot, you'll burn your margarine. So here we go again. So I'm gonna throw the margarine in, and we're gonna do our shallots first. So get that all across your thing, turn on your vent. Let's see if we can not get any problem with TikTok. So I don't have to do anything that involves sharp things, so we should be fine. So here we go. I'm gonna use a spoon, so to not upset anything. Someone asked what my favorite food is. Favorite food, ice cream or cookies. But if you're gonna go with that's desserts, I understand that. So I would have said pasta at one point because of the fact that I love pasta, but it's not great for me. So I've been trying to cut down on it. So I think lemons. I love cooking with lemons. Absolutely love it. Now I'm going to do something that you have to be careful with. These are frozen. I've left them out the entire time. But we're going to try our best to throw them in without causing too much of an issue. And this is the bigger problem of why we have the vent on. I can turn the vent off once we're done with certain parts, because the vent doesn't even go outside. It's just a vent. There's nothing that goes up as far as I can tell. It's just venting somewhere. I have no idea where. But it's certainly not going up and out. Because it's a microwave vent, and I don't think there's a good way that it could be going anywhere else because there's a wall right behind this, so. All right, TikTok I think likes us right now, so we're good. And now I can actually be more hands-on at this point. So I'll start answering questions, but I'll finish the story that I've been venting about. So anyway, talking about these 4 pillars, we're not going to use any of the language now. The better 4 for me, I told you I was going to talk about, we're going to have consent, negotiation, education, and finally skill. Those would be pillars to me. And I'm gonna have to turn on the bigger screen. I see people making comments. I can't actually see it because the screen is up a little higher. Let me just fry this up a little bit. Now we've got everything going. So we're gonna get our broccoli nice. First we're gonna get the broccoli cooked. So I wanna have same temperature in the pan. We have our pre-cooked bag over here. Just cooking. And what I like to do, by the way, is if you've seen the last videos, I do like to chop up what I have in my pan. So as I add this, that's why I added in increments. I like to have this, I almost want to eat this with a spoon. So that's the goal, eating with a spoon. So this is the first thing. Plus when you chop it up, if it's frozen, you get to cook it a lot faster. Ooh, got a big stem there for some broccoli. So now we got our shallots and our broccoli already going. We're gonna add some of that good lemon sauce that we have over there, the lemon juice. It'll become our lemon sauce. So we're gonna give that a few seconds. We're gonna add just a touch more of the good stuff. So no, I don't eat meat because I'm a vegetarian. Someone had asked that in our last video. And I'm sorry we've had to go to 3 videos. So anyway, I talked to this person, I explain everything. I do a clinic. Like honestly, a real clinic. I've told them all the things that I teach and all this. And they keep going about the principles of our lifestyle. The principle of our lifestyle. Alright, we've apparently had another violation. So I'm going to try to move the camera and then come back to you. Maybe if we don't show anything, they'll be happier. So one last time, and if it doesn't work, we'll head over to Kink Educator. I hope we get to save this and put it together because it'd just be funny now with all the breaks. So we're going to end now. As a matter of fact, I don't want to take it to Kink Educator. We'll try one more time. Give me like 2 minutes to adjust the camera and I'll come back. Hit follow button so you guys can see that I went live again. Hi everybody, we're going to try this one last time. This is kind of crazy. We've been told to end this 3 times because of violations. And I'll be honest, I cannot understand what we violated, how we violated anything. I'm sorry, TikTok overlords. I don't know what I've done to upset you. Please let us know what we did so we can fix what we want to do, because we don't want to be disrespectful to this platform. So if I did something, I'm sorry. Honestly, I didn't know it was a violation. Please forgive me. And I'm being genuine. I don't want any issues with TikTok. I don't understand how cooking could become dangerous, because that's really all we've been doing. But we're going to try again. Some comments in this live are filtered to protect the community's experience. And I don't know, man, like this new overreaching, and I'm going to tell you, I see it right now. Beast FC got whoopsie as a way to be contained. I don't understand that. I don't. Someone's probably trying to report us right now, and that's probably because people are home on Sunday and have a problem with this lifestyle that we're in, the alternate lifestyle. I don't know, and this is a newer account, so I think they're less trusting of it. So if someone does it for no reason, for no reason. You have a reason, BF Beast, that you want to bring up? Because I don't have a reason this lifestyle is wrong, nor does the science community or the therapy community, which now tells people that this is the type of community or lifestyle you should try to save your marriage, to live a healthier life. Because we teach, we'll use the word principles, even though the word principle is not even the right word. What a real educator should be teaching is acceptance and communication, but communication through negotiation, because that's what life is. Life is a bunch of negotiations, and this lifestyle is certainly a whole lot of negotiations. Now, our rice is finally finished, so let me go over and grab our rice, and I'll show you the end result, because the video will almost be over at that point. But I guarantee you someone's reporting us, because there has not been anything that has been an issue but the conversation. So I'm sorry for everyone who I didn't get to read your comments. I truly apologize. I'm so sorry about that. Clearly people are trying to make our life a little harder, but just in case, I'm not going to show you the food until the food's done being cooked. And again, just some plant butter. Certainly hope that's not getting us in trouble. We're going to throw some lemon in there, but only when we get the rice in there, so everything can hit it right. Now, you know what? I did that last time. I felt like the lemon didn't get enough time to cook, so we're going to do lemon first. So lemon goes into our concoction. Oh, that looks so good. All right, so the lemon. And we got our cooker here up to 8. Ooh, this is going to be good. So, anyway, I wasted this time trying to change this human being's mind who clearly didn't want to change, because I'm going to read to you a picture, because I'm sure by now I'm blocked from that particular group, but I'm going to read it to you right away. Here it comes. I took a picture, and I'm going to have to worry if these words are even okay to say. You are wrong! There's just one way to do the alternate lifestyle that has 4 letters, that starts with the B, has an M at the end, there's an S before the M, and then there's a D after the B. That means healthy and responsible. Are there more than one way to achieve this goal? Yes, of course, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's not static unless you give clear statement, I don't want to hear anything from you. Like if you were a child, that's what I expect you to answer. A child who just got told that they're not getting something for Christmas because they spent all year acting like a-hole. Because we have to worry about what I'm saying right now, goodness. So we're going to bring our rice out now. I was about to grab it without, I'm in my head too much. See, I care too much about this interaction. I had about to burn my hands. Taking rice out of a microwave after it's cooked. Super hot, man. Hot, hot, hot. And what I like to do is drain out some of that water right away, just so you don't get more of a splatter effect, especially because I'm planning to put this right into the frying pan. So yeah, this person, after like 2 hours of my life trying to actually have an interesting conversation and trying to explain why the 4 pillars don't work and trying to explain all this, I find out, and Facebook, you let me down, that on November 11th, they wrote that rats are dangerous for the lifestyle. So I began to read it. To figure out why that rats would be so dangerous to this lifestyle. And of course, what comes up? What always comes up with people like this? They're not submissive enough. How dare you, brat, and not instantly follow your sir's stuff? And I'm so twisted, I'm not even putting in our ingredients. By the way, I add some garlic to this. Ooh, garlic. I know we're doing shallots, but I still like the garlic powder. Shallot, by the way, is an onion and a garlic's baby. Now we do some black pepper. And I'm going to add our first bag of rice. The second bag of rice we're going to put into the margarine container to get all that I can, because I am frugal. You can call me the frugal chef. No, you can't. That's actually copyrighted. Please don't. So we're going to put the next bag directly in there. Oh, you guys are missing out on some beauty. Don't worry, I'll show it to you. Now, it's more impressive when I use white rice because the white rice turns yellow. The brown rice, not as much. So, I make such a mess when I cook. I like it to actually kind of harden later. So I'll let it sit on my counter for... Remember I said don't pick up that bowl? That bowl is hot. Hot bowl. Hot bowl. Woohoo! I'm about to engage in some heat play right now. If you hear me cry, understand it's just super hot. Okay, I'm gonna stop eating this way. I'm gonna use my gloves and put it over here and let it do its thing. And cool off. Now I put all my trash together on the side at the end of this very, very quick. I've got the rest of my rice here in this. So we put together for this shallots, bag of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. That was both bird's eye view. One was a microwavable, one was not microwavable. So now I've got this all together and it's looking great. It's looking amazing. So what we do is we're gonna mix it all together now. And for those of you who came from the very first video and stuck with me, thank you for the patience. I don't know what Beast FC said. I'm sorry, I will get there because we're at the very end. The rice does a great amount of absorption. And the way that I end this is I kind of pack it down with the rice and I let it get color. We're gonna get some color in our food. And then I don't try to waste anything. That's why I was fighting with the bowl that was super hot. Because we're gonna pack this away in one of the bowls and I'm gonna eat out of the other bowl. The bowl I'm gonna eat out of is the one I had the lemon juice in. So I get some extra lemon. Okay, so this person literally thinks brats are the worst thing in the community because they don't listen enough. And tonight on Kink Educator, we're actually gonna talk about bratting now. I've been inspired. So tonight at 7 p.m. outside of Panera in an undisclosed location in Florida, I'm going to bring you a clinic about bratting. And we're going to read this guy's note because, like, I swear to you, I thought this was like someone fucking around to find out. Because, if I told you their name, there will be brats going into their DMs and not for any good reason. And not usually the not good reason that you go into someone's DM, but they're going to hold this person accountable. So I'm going to protect their identity, even though they probably don't deserve it and they're probably toxic. Remember, this is the same person who told me there's one right way to do it. But wait, no, there's not. But just as long as you do it their way, you're fine. Brought to you by Panera Sips Club. No, I'm kidding, please. That was a joke. This is not brought to you by anyone but me. Cooking and venting and talking kink. I think this is the longest we've gone since the first video without having a problem, so I'm sure the problem is coming. I'm going to read comments. I am so hungry, but I can't eat it when it's hot, especially because the rice holds it. So I'm going to switch to my comment screen And I'll read 2 or 3 comments and then I got to check it. Again, I'm so sorry we've had to do this 3 or 4 times. I'm hoping we have it because I'm going to put it together on the YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, find it on kinkforall.site. I said kink. We're going to see if that's the reason. For no reason, BCS said, I have no idea how it's wrong. BCFC says, Beast, I've never met you, so I'd never know. So I'm always cautious when I see new names saying things. You can either think too much or not think. That's why I just found that out. You can either think too much or not think. That's why I just found that out. Okay, cool. Beast FC says, dang. I know that they've filtered some comments already, by the way. I have no control of that. I need to turn on the AC. It's getting hot. We're at that time in Florida where it's either really cold or really hot. Started out as 40 degrees. It's now 86 outside. All right, I can hear the sizzle. Hear that? That means, oh, we're getting good color. That's what we want. That's what we want. Some color on our broccoli, yes. And why the reason I pat it down is because it really makes it heat up. So now we're at the very end, so I'm going to turn this up so we can get a little bit of that color on everything. Everything's fully cooked, brought to temperature. My kitchen is a mess, and only because I cook with rice. Rice and the seeds of lemons. Oh, I can't wait to eat. Cannot wait. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy is coming my way. So now this is at the point where I'm going to turn it really high and then just walk away from it after I kill the heat. So I can hear it sizzling. We just turn it off. And now I'm going to set a timer. Amazon 4-minute timer. So in 4 minutes I'm going to come over here. I'm going to twist and turn it. I'm going to take it off the hotter I'm going to turn it off the hotter it's rice even over here. I'm going to turn it off the hotter range one, put it on a cooler one, and then I'll give it 10 minutes. So you guys got 10 minutes with me. And I didn't know why I brought in this stand, but now it's going to become very, very useful. As I get to sit on the couch and talk to you all fine folks. So, oh my goodness, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Hi. Let's have a sit. Someone had mentioned about me being on a couch in another video, and I was like, I barely sit on the couch. And now I just think it's funny to sit here. Hold on, I'm trying to make this go tight. Sorry if you get motion sickness. Turn your eyes away until we get this fixed. All right, so here it's fixed. I just got to make this higher. For some reason, it's not clipped. There we go. All right. Whew. I am literally sweating. All right, what do we got? Comments, Grace. No, it wasn't Grace. It's Pre-Kikitiki said hi, hello. There, that is a great picture. I had to examine the picture closely, but I'm sure I'm not the only one who's ever told you that. What else we got? I can't wait to eat. Like, I'm fiending now. Oh, it's a cat. Yes, Beast FC. That's exactly what I thought for Pre-Tiki's profile picture. Beast FC says, I just saw what you saw. Oh, yeah. Now that makes more sense. Hello, Alice. Hello, Sarah. All people who have been in many of my lives at this point. If I don't know you well enough now, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to know all the names of people who have been here and constantly show back up. Let's see. I don't know how someone did that. It's very, very funny. It says, violation detected, man bun. He says that notifications fake banned him. So I guess it was people. He is faking filters. Alice says notifications ban it. It didn't let me type, sorry. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so it's from notifications. Oh, so someone was doing that and I wasn't. That's why. I was wondering when they did that, because normally when I have a problem with them, they'll just do it. So someone's just fucking around. Well, I appreciate people fucking around, because that way they can find out. Now, look, that went away. So. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, Amazon, cancel. You guys will be able to hear me. I'm just gonna go change it, grab my drink while I'm away. Quick flip. Oh, it looks so good. I'll let you guys see the bowl when it's done. Oh, I'm so hungry now. Amazon 5-minute timer. I really should give it 10 minutes, but I'm so hungry now. Yeah, so now that we got rid of that person who was doing that violation thing, which actually makes me feel good because it means we never lost one of these videos, and it'll make a lot more sense when we put them all together. So yeah, I wasted a lot of time, not just with that notification nonsense, but I really tried to have an honest conversation with this person, and when am I going to learn? Well, I guess what it is, if I can change someone's mind, they're not going to teach the wrong things. But I mean, this person, let me grab my phone real quick. I'll give you a preview of tonight. And tonight, I will read this in entirety. I actually put it on a note because I do expect them to ban me at some point today because I didn't bow. The dangers of being a brat, the hidden consequences for dynamics and personal growth. This is, I have to bring out my favorite thing. The avoidance of trauma therapy. Bratting as an avoidance technique essentially acts as an emotional band-aid over wounds that require much deeper care. Oh my God. Misuse of consent. This is all being leveled at if you're a brat, by the way. Undermining the lifestyle's core values. Principles, sorry. See, values are, and principles and ethics and morals, all that's bullshit because it's always dependent on who's telling it to you. The path of growth instead of bratting. Genuine submission involves deep emotional work, honesty, and courage, and bratting doesn't have anything to do with all that. See, if I had read this, I would have never responded to this person, and I would have left the group, because this is just bullshit. And then it ends, and tonight, 7 p.m. over on Kink Educator, you get the full story, the full thing here. If you are struggling with trauma or mental health issues, consider seeking therapy or support. Use the pillars of BDSM: trust, communication, honesty, respect, and consent. Now it's consent. But it was hidden consent in some of their other posts. And when they do the 4 pillars, they don't bring up consent as guiding lights, both in your dynamics and in your journey towards self-healing and growth. This person is so full of shit. BDSM as therapy is the worst advice ever. Yes, BDSM can be therapeutic. No, this person is not trying to make it therapeutic. Let's see if I'm banned yet. And no, surprisingly not banned yet. So, I'm one of those people who you don't really want to debate. I have won debates because I don't stop until I'm proven wrong. You prove me wrong, I'll back down, I'll throw apologies around, give them out like it's nothing, because they are nothing. So, and that's it. I think my alarm's about to go off. I am hungry, and I've had enough playfulness with the app today, having to cancel 3 videos because someone wants to come on and be a jerk. That person won't be allowed on anything, but it's good to know in the future that that's something that happens. So at least I learned something today. So let's just check and see, make sure. Free hug and spanks. Does anyone send me a message? Do we get anything? Nope. Seems like I just wanted to make sure no one had put something here because of everything that had happened. I appreciate you all tuning in. Stay kinky, my friends, but I did promise to show you a bowl, so I will do that before I go. Give me 1 minute. I'm coming. Oh man, you guys are probably going to be able to see steam coming off of this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Steam on my glasses. Still a little warm, but I don't care. I'm going to burn a tongue and go eat. Thank you all for tuning in. See you at 7 p.m. over on Kink Educator right here on TikTok. Everyone's invited except for notifications. Notifications, you can